Hey guys, welcome to Bommarito. This is Jason Lasho. Today I'm showing you the CX-30. Now this is going to be the turbo CX-30, and one of the first hints that gives it away that it's a turbo is going to be the gloss black wheels, the 18-inch wheels that come standard on all of the turbos. So Mazda wanted to kind of make a vehicle that was more than just a small crossover. We joke all the time that it's almost like the anti-crossover. You can tell that it's not the traditional boxy, just small square on wheels like some manufacturers do. Mazda, with the rake in the windshield, the low roof line, they still want you to feel like you're driving the sportier of all the crossovers that are out there. And they do a really good job with that. Handling and dynamics wise, this is very much Mazda 3-esque. It just gives you a little bit more flexibility, being a little bit higher off the ground and everything like that. The turbo will also have the roof rails. And if you're familiar with the CX-30s at all, this is basically a preferred, just with that turbo engine. So the preferred and the turbo will come with the sunroof, the advanced keyless entry. Right now it's locked. All I have to do is put my hand in the door. And since I have the key fob in my pocket, it'll sense that and automatically unlock the door. So it just makes life a little bit easier. And then coming back to the back of the car, all of the CX models in Mazda from 22 on will now be all-wheel drive. And then the turbo also, they can't let you forget that you got a turbo. So underneath the Sky Active engine symbol, you will have the little turbo sign so you feel a little bit cooler. The rear trunk compartment. Here we do have the 60/40 split folding seats. They lay down pretty easy with little buttons right next to the headrest. Just push and lay them down. And then believe it or not, this is rare for today's car market. You do get a spare tire. Okay, so on the CX-30, the Select and Up will house all the full suite of safety features that Mazda has. That is their iActive safety. So that will be your blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, smart brake support, adaptive cruise control, as well as rain sensing wipers and automatic LED headlights. And then if we come into the inside of this car, I'll show you a couple cool things on there. Okay, so the interior of the CX-30, very similar to the interior of the Mazda 3 because those are the first two vehicles of the new generation of the Mazda, basically interior design. One thing I really do give Mazda a lot of credit for is they're almost, I guess the best way to put it is listening to customers. You know, there was things that people loved about their car and things that they didn't on the previous generations and models. And what Mazda did is they sat down and said, okay, what do we need to improve on, or what are things that people have commonly said. On the old body style for Mazda 3s and CX-30s, very small center armrest, one of those where I had an 18, and with that, you know, I was actually never resting my arm on the actual armrest. It was always running along the side. Mazda solution, go ahead and put a full armrest on there. You're also going to have power driver seat, heated seats, as well as driver memory seats. So you have the set function for 1 and 2 drivers in there. On top of that, it is also going to be equipped with Mazda's connected services. So that's going to be the mobile start. So you can actually start the vehicle from your phone pretty much anywhere, as long as your car can get a signal and your cell phone has a signal. And then it'll also have the Mazda Connect system, which is going to be our full infotainment system, which is all going to be dial-based rather than a touchscreen. There's a little bit of a learning curve with it. However, once you get the hang of it, you really won't want to go back. They've done all the little things right in this car. We have yet to touch on the turbo engine, one of the things that makes this one of the cool ones, you know, with the black wheels and everything. So the 2.5 liter turbo that Mazda has can put out 310 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPMs. And while our horsepower rating of 227 with regular gas doesn't seem super impressive, that full torque output at 2,000 RPMs is very diesel-like, very low-end torque, and that's your real-world power. Horsepower is great, and you can have 600 horsepower, but if it's at 8,000 RPMs, you're not going to be driving your car up to the red line every time to capture the full potential of your vehicle. And that's the thing, is Mazda, they don't put like super big engines in their vehicles, but the way they tune them is you get the most out of your vehicle every time you're driving it. I mean, 2,000 RPMs, you're getting all of that torque as soon as you start accelerating on the highway, so you have the power you need to pass somebody or avoid a situation as soon as you hit the gas pedal. There's not lag there. Speaking of lag, Mazda has minimized the turbo lag by having a dynamic pressure valve. on their car. So basically, the way it works is most turbos, they have to spool up, and when you hit the gas, it's going to be 1 Mississippi, 2, and then you're getting into the power. Well, what Mazda does is they have, think of it like a garden hose with your thumb over the top of it. To get the turbo to spool, what they do is they actually have a little valve that's pretty tight to let air go through, and what that does is that spools the turbo instantly, then it opens up, so you're using the turbo the whole time. So you don't have any of that turbo lag or the inconsistency of your car pulling one way or the other, or not having power instantly, then having it. It's consistent. That's one thing Mazda is really big about, is they want you to feel connected to the car. Mazda wants you to be in control. They don't want the car controlling the driver, and that's one of those things that really does make the turbo unique, specifically Mazda's in these guys.